Welcome to this new talk about the famous Odoo industries. Today we're going to cover a new industry, which is the certification organization industry. I'm Juliette, I'm a product owner here at Odoo, and I will be your host for today's session. Today we're going to see how Odoo can help you manage your certification organization. But first, you might wonder what is a certification organization, if that's not their business, of course. Certification organisms are companies that will come either to your home or to your company. And they will attest whether your electrical or gas installation are compliant with the legal requirements. If they are so, they can deliver a certificate to you. And if they are not compliant, well, then it means that you're probably going to have to make some modification to your gas or electrical installation in order to get certified. So today we're going to see how the new industry module can help you turn website opportunities into sales order for your industry. Then we're going to see together how we can manage and create new customized worksheet templates for each certification you might provide to your clients. So depending on your business, you might have different type of certification that you're offering. And well, in that case, that might make sense for you to have different templates for each type of certification. And last but not least, we're going to see how you can plan customer interventions when you actually are going to the customer place to make the certification. So here you can already see on the slide that there are two different views. So for example, here the map view and the Gantt view that allow you to plan your interventions easily. But how can you do that in Odoo? So let me introduce you to the new industry modules in Odoo. So those are modules that are available from the Odoo Apps Store. So according to the company that you have, so for example, Air Salon, non-profit organization, Lower, or a certification organism in my case, you will be able to create a new trial. And I will do that right now. So I will create a free trial in Odoo 17. Let's do that together, and Odoo is going to ask me which application I want to install. In my case, it doesn't really matter because, as I told you already, I'm going to install the industry module right after. So I just have to select a random application, for example, project, just to start my database. So I'm going to fill in the form. I'm going to give my email. So the company name, let's call it certification.odoo.com. Phone number doesn't really matter. The company size, and I will say that I want to use Odoo in my own company. And I'm going to start my database from here. So now Odoo is building my database from scratch in version 17. And once that's done, you will see that I only have one application at the moment, and it's the project application that I installed. But you will see from the App Store of Odoo that you have a new sections for industries. We have a bunch of them that are already available, but there will be more to come, so stay tuned. In my case, I'm going to activate my certification organism industry. And here, Odoo is going to tell me which modules will be automatically installed according to my business needs. So I have a bunch of applications, and I can also decide to import demo data, which I'm going to do in my case for this presentation. So a few more words about Odoo industry modules. So what are industries? It is basically Odoo that has been adapted to specific business needs. So when you are a business and you want to start using Odoo, you might feel a bit overwhelmed because we are providing so many different applications and there are so many possibilities in Odoo. And maybe you might just be like, okay, but where do I start? And this is where the industries come to play. So as I showed you already on the database, if you're a lower company, Air Salon, non-profit organization, it doesn't really matter. You will just have to install the module, and Odoo will be automatically configured for you. It doesn't mean that you cannot do anything you want in Odoo. You can still add other application or install a lot of different things that you want from either the settings or the app switcher. But at least it's going to help you start your business flows from the get-go. So as I told you, industries are data modules, and it includes data and configuration, studio customization, some automated actions, some specific code, as well as view and web pages. But it does not include any Python code. So again, it really helps you from the get-go to start using Odoo. But let's have a look at that together and see how it works for my certification organism. And here I have my database that's ready with a lot of different applications that were installed when I chose the certification organism module. So the first thing that I'd like you to see is the knowledge article that's already loaded. So there is a guide that's available for you. And it really helps you understand the business flow that we created for you. So it explains you the different steps and how you can use your industry module to start your flows. So it's pretty long and detailed, so I'm not going to go into details with you, but it's really interesting for you. And in like a few minutes, you'll understand how you can use the industry module. But let's start a flow together. Let's imagine I'm a certification organism and my flow is going to start on my website. So I have prospects that are browsing my website and they're really interested in getting their installation certified. So what they're going to do is that they're going to go to the Contact Us page and they're going to fill in a form that has been created in advance for you. So this one is pretty simple. We just added the address and the phone number for your customers to fill in, but you can add as many fields as you wish. So let's imagine I'm a customer. I'm going to fill in my address, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter in my case. My email. Phone number, and I will ask, so I'm a private, I'm an individual, and I'd like to get my charging station certified. So this is going to be my subject and my question. I'd like to get my station certified. Could you help? And I'm going to submit that form. Let's go back to our form and see from the website editor how you can edit it. So you just have to click on your form and you can add as many fields as you would like according to your needs. What's interesting here is that you can see that an automatic action has been generated based on that form. So here you can see that from the website, I'd like to create an opportunity in my CRM pipeline each time a customer is filling in that form. So I'm going to save that, and I will show you in my CRM pipeline that a new opportunity is available. So let's imagine I'm reaching out to the customer right now. So all the info about the customer are already pre-filled according to my website form. So I'm going to call the customer, and I'm going to move that opportunity to the qualified stage. Since I reach out to my customer, I know that he's still interested, and I'm going to create a new quotation for that. But first, I'm going to assign myself as a salesperson so that I know that I'm the one handling that opportunity. So I'm going to send the quotation to my customer, and I will create a new customer on the go. So that's done, and I will offer the charging station certification to my customer. So again, this one is already available in the database, but we can have a look at it together. So we're going to go into that product, and you will see that there are some configuration that's already made. So the product is of type service. The invoicing policy is prepaid fixed price, but in my case, I'd like to base it on delivered quantity, which means that the customer is going to pay when the intervention is actually done. I would also like to create a task in my certification project each time that this product is used on a sales order, so that all my different tasks will be centralized all together in the same project. And you will see here that there is a worksheet template that's already set up for that product, which is the installation control of residential charging station. But I will show you after how you can create those. So I'm going to save that, and I will go back to my quote and send it to. Okay. Send it to my customer. Oh, maybe there is no email address that has been specified. Okay, there is one. So, okay, it doesn't really matter here. I cannot send it by email, but let's imagine that my customer has received the quotation and is going to confirm it, because they are amazed by our amazing prices. And so when confirming the quotation, it's automatically going to transform it into a sales order. Then I will go back to my opportunity and mark it as one. Okay, that's nice. Now let's get back to the sales order, and now you will see that the task has already been generated in my certification project. And we'll have a look at that task together. Yes. Here it is. My customer is already assigned. I have the right worksheet templates. But I'd like to show you how it looks like in my field service application. So here it is. This is my field service application, and I will go into the planning by user. So here I only have one employee in my database, but what's really interesting is that if you have different types of employee, you will really be able to see at first glance who is available to tackle your tasks. So for example, here there are some days that are grayed out because those are non-working days. This is the weekend. But if, I don't know, an employee is working part-time or is on time off, or if there is a public holiday, this will also be visible in that view. So that's pretty easy. I just have to click on a day to select the task that was just created in my pipeline, and it will be assigned to myself. Nice. I'm going to show you a different view. So I'm going to go into all tasks and select the map view just right here. This one is really nice because it allows you to see where your customers are located and to plan your interventions accordingly. So in that case, maybe I'm going to send an employee to Oakland and the other one to Los Angeles because I want to avoid unnecessary car trips for my employees. So this view with the previous view that I showed you, so the Gantt view, will really help you plan your interventions in just a few clicks. I'll go back to my task since I assigned myself to the charging station certification task, which is just right here. And now that I know that this task is planned, because I did it from the Gantt view, I'm going to move it into the planned stage. And I'm going to send a message to my customer to let them know that I will come to make the certification. So here I can again select pre-made templates. So here I'm going to select the intervention schedule templates. You can create as many templates as you would like, and you can send them to your customer either manually, or you can also go into the stage view, into the planned stage view, and you can decide to set automatic emails when the task is reaching that step, which means that when I'm moving a task from new to plan, it will automatically send the template to the customer. This is not what I did just right now. I decided to send it manually, but just so you know, you can do it automatically. So that's nice. Now my intervention is planned, and what's left to do is actually drive to the customer and make the intervention. You can see from right here that there is an itinerary button that's going to give you Google Map instructions, so that's really practical. but you will see, so let's imagine I'm taking my car, I'm going to the customer. I have one worksheet template that's available for that product, the charging station product that I chose right before. And so there is a smart button to access that worksheet. So right here, you will see that there is a worksheet that has been created for you, but I'm going to duplicate my tab and show you how you can do that. So if you go under Configuration, Worksheet Templates, here you have two templates that are available by default. And you can either create a new one or go into an existing one and decide to design it. This is going to open Studio, where you can either add new fields or existing fields to your template. So it's really easy. It's just a drag and drop option. I'm not going to do that right now, but just so you know, as I said earlier, if you're offering different types of certifications to your customers. So for example, in my case, I'm offering a charging station certification, but let's imagine I'm also offering a gas installation certification or a charging station for B2B customers this time. So again, I can have one worksheet per need. So here, let's imagine I'm at my customer place and I'm just filling that worksheet. I'm going to do that real quick right now. So there are a bunch of fields that we decided to add. So for example, the control date, next control date. The visiting agent is myself by default. The type of control, the conclusion is that my customer can be certified. Oop. There is also information about the contractor, who require the certification, distribution network provider, and so on and so on. You can add pictures, and also as an agent, you can sign the worksheet. And ta-da. I'm going to save that and go back into my task, where you will see that my worksheet has been completed. Now my customer is happy. I'm happy as well because I just delivered a certification, and I'm going to send the report to my customer. Okay, I'm in a localhost DB, so my emails are not working, but just so you know, you can, in one click, just send the report to your customer quite easily. And then I'm going to mark this task as done. Since the task is done right now, what's left to do is to actually create an invoice for my customer to pay for my service. So I'm going to do that and click on the button to create an invoice, and I will create a draft invoice. Just so you know, this invoice is also available in the customer portal, so your client can just log in into your website and it will see the invoice in his portal. So now I'm going to confirm, and it will generate journal entries. So everything is done. My flow is almost over, and what's left to do is actually register the payment in the bank. I'm going to do that, and ta-da! So now my order is paid, and everything is done. So to summarize what we just did together, so from an opportunity on our website, we generated an opportunity in our CRM pipeline. From there, the quotation was sent to the client, and the client was amazed by our quotation, so he accepted it. So it turned the quotation into a sales order, and I was also able to mark my opportunity as one. Then it automatically generated a task in our field service application. And from there were different types of view that allowed me to manage and to plan my intervention. Once my task was planned, I just had to actually go to the customer and make the intervention. So my agent filled in the worksheet template that was configured on the product. When that was done, I just sent the report to my customer, and then I issued the invoice and registered the payment to the bank. Again, the invoicing is available in the customer portal as well as the payment. Something I forgot to mention, but your customers can pay directly their invoices in their portal. Now, so we're reaching the end of this talk, but so you know, there are a bunch of other applications that are available for you that are not automatically installed with the industry certification organism industry module. But for example, you can go a step further with a reporting to see how profitable your services are, or you can download even the accounting application or HR application to manage your employees and your agents better. And you can even download, I don't know, the marketing application if you want to generate more leads. So again, this does not has any impact of all the other applications of Odoo that you want to install, but you have already a flow that's workable in Odoo when you install the module. And that's it for this session, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There is a Q&A session, so don't hesitate to scan the QR code if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Juliette.
Thank
So
you.
it was really interesting. Now we know how a certificate organism can implement their own database. Let's check if we have any questions. Do not hesitate to check into the DAP. Let's wait a few minutes.
Of course. Okay, nice.
It's typing up.
People are hesitating.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, we just have this question. How much does this solution cost?
It's completely free, so if you start your database from odoo.com, you will be able to install that model for free. So no additional cost.
Still tapping up. Okay, and we just have the basic question. How are you? That's it.
I'm fine, thank you.
Then that is it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.